Hello, welcome to the second month. So, we've already survived the first month. Now we're entering into the second month. So, one thing to keep in mind through the Ashtanga Yoga practice or through your journey into the Ashtanga Yoga practice is it really demands, a long-term goal and also consistency. And this actually comes directly from the Yoga Sutras, which is one of the main texts on yoga. And it says in the Yoga Sutras that to find success in yoga or to find depth in yoga is to always think long term and consistent, but also with a sense of enthusiasm. And that creates a really great recipe to really find that depth and meaning inside the yoga and also to continue on with the discipline of the practice. So, rewards really come through discipline. At first, it might feel like a restriction in your life, but it really gives greater liberation and freedom beyond what you may perceive at first. So, when we have this discipline in our life, it's something that really grounds and centers us and helps us to really learn how to move one foot in front of the other even in times of challenge. So, personally, whenever I've gone through times of challenge, this practice has helped me to just learn how to work through it slow and steady. And sometimes we don't even know what will end up through these challenging times, but it just gives us a tool to stay focused and to stay grounded. So, with that said, we're going to be adding on Marchasana C and D. And again, we're entering into little greater areas of challenge here. So, Marchasana D is actually one of the more complex poses in the primary series practice. Just keep that in mind. So, sometimes I've worked with many students who it's taken them, several weeks to several months. And even I've worked with some that took them several years to be able to complete the pose. So the timeline doesn't matter. When we attempt and we try working into areas of challenge, it always generates positive energy. So the practice offers so many benefits that it's not really about the end result. So we will begin straight away, coming to Samastitihi, beginning with our sun salutations. Let's go ahead and begin standing in Samastitihi. Samastitihi. Yekam inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Dwe, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, head up. Chatwari, step back or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pansha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. One breath. Two. Three. Four. Five. Sapta, step, jump, or walk forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Samastitihi. Ekam, inhale. Stretch the arms, palms together. Dwe, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, head up. Chatwari, step back or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pansha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Breathing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sapta. Step or jump forward. Inhale. Ashtau. Exhale. Fold. Nawa. Inhale. Arms up. Samasthiti. Yekam. Inhale. Stretch the arms. Look toward thumbs. Dwe. Exhale. Fold. Look toward the nose. Trini. Inhale. Heart forward. Head up. Look toward nose. Chitwari. Jump back or step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Gaze at the nose. Pancha. Inhale. Upward facing. Look toward the nose. Shat. Exhale. Downward facing. Breathing 1. Gaze toward the navel. 2. 3. If it's too much to look toward the navel, look between the feet. 4. And 5. Sapta. Jump. Inhale. Ashtau. Exhale. Fold. Nawa. Inhale. Stand. Arms up. Look toward thumbs. Samasthiti. Yekam. Inhale. Arms up. Dwe. Exhale. Fold. Trini. Inhale. Head up. Chatwari. Jump back. Pancha. Inhale. Shat. Exhale. Spreading the fingers wide, grounding through the hands and feet. 1 breath. Two. 3. 4. 5. Sapta. Jump. Inhale. Ashtau. Exhale. Fold. Nawa. Inhale. Stand. Arms up. Samasthiti. Last one. Yekam. Inhale. Dwe. Exhale. Trini. Inhale. Head up. Chatwari. Jump back. Pancha. Inhale. Shat. Exhale. One. Breathing with sound. 2. 3. Drawing the lower belly in. 4, 5. Sapta, jump. Inhale. Ashta, exhale, fold. Nawa, inhale, arms up. Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar B. Yekam, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Dwe, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, head up. Chatwari, jump back. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Sapta, inhale, right foot forward, arms up. Ashtau, exhale, chaturanga. Nawa, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, inhale, left foot forward, arms up, palms together. Dwadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale, upward facing. Chaturasha, exhale, downward facing. One, two, three, four, five. Panchadasha, jump. Inhale. Sodasha, exhale, fold. Saptadasha, bend the knees, arms up. Samastitihi. Yekam, inhale, knees bend, arms lift. Dwe, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, head up. Chatwari, jump back. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Sapta, inhale, right foot forward, arms up. Ashtau, exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Nawa, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, inhale, left foot forward, arms up. Dwadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturasha, exhale. Breathing one. Two. Three. Four. And 5. Panchadasha, jump. Inhale. Sodasha, exhale, fold. Saptadasha, knees bend, Arms up. Samasthiti. Last one. Yekam inhale. Dwe exhale. Trini inhale, heart forward, head up. Chatwari, jump back. Pancha inhale. Shat exhale. Sapta inhale, right foot forward, arms up. Ashtau exhale. Nawa inhale. Dasha exhale. Ekadasha inhale, left foot forward, arms up. Dwadasha exhale. Trayodasha inhale. Chaturasha exhale. Breathing 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Panchadasha jump. Inhale. Sodasha exhale, fold. Saptadasha, bend the knees. Arms up. Look toward thumbs. Samasthiti. Padangustasana, jump the feet hip width. Yekam inhale, drop forward, catch the big toes, head up. Dwe exhale, fold. One breath. 2, gaze toward nose. 3. 4. 5. Trini, inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, hold. Padahastasana, Yekam inhale, hands under feet, head up. Dwe exhale, fold in. Breathing 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Trini, inhale, chest forward, head up. Exhale. Stand up. Samasthiti. Uttita Trikonasana, Yekam inhale, step back, feet parallel, arms out, shoulder height. Dwe exhale, turn the right foot, catch the big toe. One breath, looking up toward the fingertips. 2. 3. 4. 5. Trainee inhale, use the breath to stand. Chatwari exhale, left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trainee inhale, stand, feet parallel. Chatwari exhale, reverse the feet, square the hips, twisting to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trainee inhale, stand. Chatwari exhale, left side. 1 breath. 2, 3, gazing toward fingertips. 4, 5. Pancha inhale, stand. Samasthitihi. Uttita Parshva Konasana. Yekam inhale, step back wide, feet parallel. Dwe exhale, turn the right foot, track the knee in the direction of the toes, palm to the floor. Breathing 1. 2, gazing toward the fingertips. 3, 4, 5. Trainee inhale, stand. Chatwari exhale, left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pancha inhale, stand. B, Dwe exhale, hook the arm above the knee. Back foot flat to the floor, back leg nice and strong. 1 breath. 2, gazing toward fingertips. 3, 4, 5. Trainee inhale, stand, feet parallel. Chatwari exhale, left side. 1, breathing with sound. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pancha, inhale, stand, feet parallel. Samastitihi. Prasarita Padottanasana. Yekam, inhale, step back, feet parallel, catch the waist. Dway, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold in. Breathing 1, top of the head descending toward the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chatwari, inhale, straighten the arms, lift the chest. Exhale, hold. Pancha, inhale, catch the waist and stand. Exhale. B. Yekam, inhale, arms out. Dway, exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, take a breath. Trini, exhale, fold. 1, draw in through the lower belly. 2, rest the eyes on the nose. 3, 4, 5. Chatwari, inhale, ride the breath all the way up. Exhale, hold. C. Yekam, inhale, arms out. Dway, exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Trini, inhale, take a breath. Trini, exhale, fold. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chatwari, inhale, ride the breath all the way up. Exhale. D. Yekam, inhale, catch the waist. Dway, exhale, fold. Catch the big toes. Inhale, lift the heart, head up, look toward nose. Trini, exhale, fold in. 1, moving shoulders away from the ears. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chatwari, inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, hold. Pancha, inhale, catch the waist and stand. Samastitihi. Parshvottanasana. Yekam, inhale, step back, hands in reverse prayer. Dway, exhale, fold. Center the heart over the front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trini, inhale, stand, bring the feet parallel. Chatwari, exhale, turn the left foot out, folding directly forward. 1, breathing with sound. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pancha, inhale, stand, take the feet parallel. Samastitihi. Uttita Hasta, Padangusthasana. Yekam, inhale, lift the right leg, catch the big toe. Dwe, exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trini, inhale, head and chest up. Chatwari, exhale, open the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pancha, inhale, center. Shat, exhale, fold. Sapta, inhale, chest up. And release. Extend the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Samastitihi. Left side. Ashtau, inhale, catch the big toe. Nawa, exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Disha, inhale, chest up. Ekadasha, exhale, open the leg, gaze to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dwadasha, inhale, center. Trayodasha, exhale, fold. Chaturasha, inhale, chest up. And release. Breathing 1, point the toe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Samastitihi. Ardha Baddha Padma, Padmottanasana. Yekam, inhale, right leg, half lotus. Dwe, exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trini, inhale, head up. Exhale, hold. Chatwari, inhale, stand. Samastitihi, Pancha, release the foot. Left, Shat, inhale, half lotus. Sapta, exhale, fold. Breathing 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Ashtau, inhale, head up. Exhale, hold. Nawa, inhale, stand. Samastitihi. Full vinyasa to Utkatasana. Yekam, inhale, lift the arms. Look toward thumbs. Dwe, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, heart forward, head up. Chatwari, jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Sapta, inhale. Jump the feet in between the hands, bend the knees right away. Arms up. Looking toward thumbs. 1, Utkatasana. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands to the floor. Nawa, inhale, lift. Dasha, jump back. Ekadasha, inhale. Dwadasha, exhale. Virabhadrasana, Sapta, step right foot. Inhale, arms up. Breathing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, straighten the front leg, turn the feet. Bend, left. Breathing 1. Gaze up toward thumbs. 2, 3, 4, 5. B, Nawa, inhale. Exhale, open the arms, look toward the front fingertips. 1 breath. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dasha, inhale. Exhale, bend right. 1, draw the lower belly in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands to the floor. Draw the front foot back a little bit. Ekadasha, lift up. Dwadasha, jump back. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturasha, exhale. Jumping forward to seated.
Setting up for Dandasana. Engaging the legs, grounding the hands to the outer edges of the hip, arms straight. Lift the chest, drop the chin, eyes on the nose, breathing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paschimottanasana A. Ashtau, inhale. Catch the big toes, lift the chest, head up. Nawa, exhale. Folding in. 1, gaze toward the nose or toward the big toes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dasha, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hold. Second hand position, C. Ashtau, catch the wrists or take the sides of the feet. Head up. Nawa, exhale, fold. Breathing 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Dasha, inhale, head up. Exhale, hold. And release. Cross the legs. Dasha, lift up. Tuck the feet, hands forward. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Purva Tanasana, Sapta, jump through. Exhale, hands back, feet together, toes point. Ashtau, inhale, lift up. Head back, breathing 1, 2, eyes on the nose. 3, 4, 5. Nawa, exhale, lower. Cross the legs. Alternate legs this time. Dasha, lift up. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Sapta, jump through. Right leg, half lotus. Ashtau, exhale. 1, 2, drishti toward the big toe. 3, 4, 5. 5. Nawa, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hold. And release. Cross the legs. Dasha, lift up. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Chaturasha, jump through. Half lotus. Panchadasha, exhale. Breathing 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Sodasha, inhale, head up. Exhale, hold. And release. Cross the legs. Saptadasha, lift up. Astadasha, jump back. Ekadrimstatihi, inhale. Rimstatihi, exhale. Tiranga Mukaya Padapashmattanasana. Sapta, jump through. You can jump right into the pose with the right leg back, or bring your leg forward and then fold it back. Catching the foot or the wrist. Ashtau, exhale. Fold. Breathing 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Nawa, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. Cross the legs. Dasha, lift up. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Chaturasha, jump through. Jumping directly into the pose, or taking the legs forward and folding the leg back. Catching your foot or catching the wrist. Panchadasha, exhale, fold in. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Sodasha, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. Release, cross the legs. Saptadasha, lift up. Astadasha, jump back. Ekadarimstatihi, inhale. Rimstatihi, exhale. Janushirshasana, A, Sapta, jump through. Knee out, 90 degrees. Catching the foot or the wrist. Ashtau, exhale. Breathing 1. 2. 3, 4, 5. Now inhale, chest up, exhale, and release. Cross the legs. Dasha, lift up. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Left side. Chaturasha, jump through. Knee out 90 degrees. Panchadasha, exhale. One breath, gazing toward the big toe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sodasha, inhale, head up. Exhale. Cross the legs. Saptarasha, lift up. Astarasha, jump back. Ekuram Statihi, inhale. Urim Statihi, exhale. Janashashasana, B. Sapta, jump through. Placing Mula Bandha over the heel, knee out 85 degrees, catching the wrist or the foot. Ashtau, exhale, folding in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now inhale, head up. Exhale. Cross the legs. Dasha, lift up. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Left side. Chaturasha, jump through. Placing Mula Bandha over the heel. Panchadasha, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sodasha, inhale, chest up. Exhale, hold. And release. Cross the legs. Saptarasha, lift up. Astarasha, jump back. Ekadaram Statihi, inhale. Urim Statihi, exhale. Janashashasana, C. Sapta, jump through. Grounding the toes. Placing the knee gently. Taking the foot or the wrist. Ashtau, exhale. Breathing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'll inhale, head up. Exhale. Cross the legs. Dasha, lift up. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Chaturasha, jump through. Grounding the toes. Pancharasha, exhale, fold. One breath. Two. Three. 4. 5. Sodasha, inhale, lift the head. Exhale, hold, and release. Cross the legs. Saptarasha, lift up. Astadasha, jump back. Ekadarimstatahi, inhale. Urimstatahi, exhale. Marichasana, A. Sapta, jump through. Right knee in. Wrapping the arm around. Chest up. Ashtau, exhale, fold. 1. 2, drishti toward the big toe. 3. 4. 5. Now I'll inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hold. Release, cross the legs. Dasha, lift up. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Left side. Chaturasha, jump through. Knee in. Wrapping the arm. Pancharasha, exhale. Breathing 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Sodasha, inhale, head up. Exhale, hold. Cross the legs. Saptarasha, lift up. Astarasha, jump back. Ekdharamstatahi, inhale. Ramstatahi, exhale. Marichasana, B, Sapta, jump through. Left leg, half lotus. Right knee up. Wrapping the arm. Ashtau, exhale. Head down. 1, gaze at the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now inhale, exhale. Dasha, lift up. Ekadasha, jump back. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayodasha, exhale. Left side. Chaturasha, jump through. Right leg, half lotus. Left knee up. Wrapping the arm. Sodasha, exhale. Head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sodasha, inhale, chest up. Exhale. And release. Cross the legs. Saptarasha, lift up. Astarasha, jump back. Ekadharamstatahi, inhale. Ramstatahi, exhale.
So we've just finished our review up to Marichasana B. Today we're going to be covering Marichasana C and D. So those are going to entail a twisting action. So let's go ahead and begin. We'll go into downward facing position. So to enter in, with jumping through, stepping through the other options I mentioned, today I will jump directly through. So this is another way to enter into the jump through. So for Marichasana C, we're going to make the exact same legs as we do in Marichasana A. The right knee is going to come in because of course we always do right side. The outer edge of the foot is going to line up to the outer edge of the hip, and I'm going to make sure the heel is as close to my sit bone as possible. However, this time I'm going to be going into a twist, twisting into the direction of my right shoulder, but adding a bind as well. So whenever we twist and bind, it's always going to make the posture a bit more challenging than if we were to fold forward. So just understand that this pose will have a few challenges when we twist and go into the bind. So how I always like to start going into a twist is to really elongate my torso. So the chest lifting, my spinal column extending as much as possible. As I do that, because I want to support the action of the twist as best as I can, I want to also draw the lower belly in. If I don't do that, I might feel that it will inhibit my twist. So essentially, I kind of think in my mind that I want my navel to really point and face this direction to make sure that I'm going into the depth of the twist as much as possible. I often will always tell students of the practice that it's important to concentrate on the twist first and then the bind second. If you prioritize the action of the twist, it will allow the bind to be much more seamless and fluid. Yes, it is challenging, but again, if you really think twist and then bind, you'll find the flow of the posture to come much more easily. So I'm elongating my torso here. Sometimes it helps to interlace the fingers and use that push of the shin bone or even into the knee to really find that extension. So again, I'm lifting up through my torso. Then from here, drawing that lower belly in to facilitate the twist. Now, often I will introduce the twist by having students wrap the arm this way. And again, I'm thinking about that navel pointing into this direction. So I prefer when students wrap the arm like so versus kind of hooking the arm like this, doing something like this. The reason for that is I want the shoulder to be as close to the knee as possible. That's really going to be essential for getting into that twist more fluidly. So when we're in this position too, we can deepen the twist much more. So in this phase, I'm also aligning my chin over my back shoulder as I support the back arm and really press into the floor to again find that elongation through the torso. The taller my spine, the deeper the twist can go. If I go in like this, really rounded, I'm not going to be able to twist as far as I could with my spine extended. So one stage to work with is going to be just wrapping the arm like this and finding your twist. For some, when we go into the bind, you might not feel that you're ready for the bind. So this is going to be a good stage to work with. Of course, I'm always attentive of the leg here, the lead leg. My leg is always extended. You have to keep a watch over this leg because sometimes it likes to roll to either side. So I always want the knee to be facing upward and my foot very active. So from this position, you can then work into the bind. So what I want to do here is to maintain my twist, but I want the back of the shoulder to come in contact to the outer edge of my knee. So I'm going to just sweep my arm around like so. Not always the easiest thing if you're very new to this. Sometimes it takes a few extra movements to really get the back of the shoulder in contact with the knee. Then from here, I'm going to sweep the arm out, and then this internal rotation comes into play here as well. I'm going to internally rotate my shoulder, then bend the elbow to wrap my hand around the back arm. Now, sometimes this is the tricky part because sometimes we feel like we're going to fall backward. So I'm going to use this arm to keep my spine nice and tall, my torso lifted, but I want to then try to hold it with my own muscle energy, externally rotate this back arm and wrap it around to see if I can connect either fingers or connect the wrist. So it can be challenging to find that connection. And again, this is very opening for the shoulders. I want to continue the twist by aligning my chin to the back shoulder and breathing here. So we're going to settle into the pose and breathe our 5 breath count. So whether you're here, this is a good place to start. If the bind isn't quite there yet, just stay in that phase for now till you feel you can access the bind. We'll breathe here. So we're going to breathe 1, breathing with sound, 2,
3. The drishti is Parshva drishti, just looking all the way to the right. 4. And 5. Going to slowly release. Cross the legs to set up for our vinyasa. Remember, for the vinyasa, you can do any one of the stages that I've demonstrated prior, or you can try this full jump back. Remember, for the full jump back, it takes time, consistency, and practice to build up the strength for that. But I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate the full jump back for this vinyasa. So flexing the feet, again, knees into the chest, that always comes into play for every single phase. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, jumping back to Lana Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. For the left side, inhale, jumping through. Left knee in this time. So the placement's very important. Right leg very active. The left foot coming in very close to the body. The outer edge of the foot aligning to the outer edge of the hip. I'm going to elongate the torso. I'm going to support this action through drawing in through my lower belly and a lift through the pelvic floor. Remember, the first phase to this is wrapping the arm and facilitating twist. When you do so, gazing over the left shoulder and making sure that you continue to elongate the spine. You can stay here or begin to hook the back of the shoulder in relationship to the knee, extend the arm. Remember, internally rotate the shoulder. We bend the elbow. You have to kind of feel that shift of weight. So make sure here that you really lift up so you don't fall backward. I'm going to open the back shoulder to connect. You either can take fingers or catching the wrist. Breathing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, gaze forward, and we'll release. Good. Setting up for a vinyasa. This time it's going to be left leg in, right leg over. Inhale, lift up, and jump back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's jump through once again. Inhale. Next, we have Marichasana D. So the interesting thing with Marichasana D is we've essentially talked about everything in terms of what goes into this pose already. So Marichasana D is a combination of A, B, as well as C. So here we're just taking all of those elements into one posture. Marichasana D is a very difficult pose, and I don't say that to be discouraging. I just want to reiterate the fact that it may take time to be able to complete this pose. So that's absolutely okay. You have to keep in mind that some things, some postures in the practice will take extra time. So there's been some postures I've learned it's taken me many years to be able to complete. So that's just a part of the journey and the process. So I've worked with some students who it's taken them many months to complete this pose, and it doesn't mean that the practice isn't working on you. Just the attempt of trying something that is challenging can also create a lot of positive energy, believe it or not. So we're going to set up the half lotus first. Now, if the half lotus isn't available, we're going to have to take it back to one of those modifications that I mentioned in Marichasana B. For instance, it's just going to be right in this position. Because the base of Marichyasana D requires this half lotus position, if our half lotus is a bit of an obstacle for now, we need to prioritize our attention onto working in that direction. Okay, so this is going to be what we'll need to practice for the time being. For those of us that have that half lotus position, and again, it doesn't always happen very fast or easy, but it does take time. We're going to go into half lotus, and then we're going to bend our right knee. The same placement that I mentioned in Marichyasana B will still apply. So outer edge of the foot lining up to the hip. And because I'm twisting, the principles that I mentioned in Marichyasana C will apply here. Now, the thing that's interesting with Marichyasana D versus Marichyasana C is when we go into a twist with the half lotus position, it's always a bit more challenging to enter into that twist and bind. It has a lot to do with how we're positioned here. So we have a little bit more of an obstacle to get into that twist. So just be aware of that. So that means that we have to be even more attentive and that we have to embody even more technique to be able to access this pose. So with that being said, I'm really going to pay attention to lift my chest up and really support my lower belly area just to maintain this position. Now, just like with Marichyasana C, we want to prioritize our twist first before we think about the bind, because again, it will make the bind much more seamless. So that lift to the torso is very important. And then to access the twist, I'm going to wrap the arm around like so. So chest lifting, my navel really pointing toward the inside thigh here. And I'm going to also gaze back and look over my right shoulder. So for some of you, you may actually just work here if the bind isn't quite ready as of yet. And this is a good stage to work in and just settle into the pose and breathe. For those that are ready for the full bind, the same thing is going to apply as the prior position. We're going to hook the back of the shoulder to the knee. You'll find that there's going to be a little bit more challenge to get into that space. So we want to stay lifted, bring the shoulder in relationship to the knee, and then from here, once again, an internal rotation of the shoulder joint and a bend of the elbow. Now, when we're in Marichyasana D, the likelihood of falling backward increases because our base has changed in comparison to Marichyasana C. So I always recommend leaning a little bit forward so we don't fall back, and then working the arm to connect the bind. So either connecting fingers or wrists and breathing here. I'm going to gaze over my right shoulder and breathe. So wherever you are, just settle into the pose, be attentive, be aware, and focus on the breath. That's already 1, 2. Sometimes it feels challenging to breathe in this position. 3. 4. 5. We'll go ahead and release, crossing the legs to prepare for our vinyasa. Inhale, lifting up. You can lower or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Jumping through for the second side. Inhale. So for second side, left side, I'm going to take the right leg into half lotus. Again, if you're working on the hip opening, going back into this position. It's so important that you make sure that your placement is correct. So this foot is aligned properly And again, I want to have the knee to one side, the foot to the other side. If I have a good base, then when I twist, I'll feel very stable. Again, if this foot comes in too much, I'm not going to feel very stable when I go into the twist. So I want to make sure I have that all in place. A lift through the chest, a drawing in through the lower belly, and up through the pelvic floor. One stage might be to just wrap the arm, to just feel the twist. So twisting is very healthy for the spine and also very healthy for the internal organs of the body. If you feel ready, hooking the back of the shoulder to the knee. Then from here, internally rotating the arm to wrap. And remember, we need to lean a little bit forward to connect either the hands, the fingers, or the wrist. Breathing here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, let's go ahead and release. Crossing the legs, this time left leg in first, right leg over. Inhale, lift. And jump back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, let's jump through. We're going to set up for Urdhva Dhanurasana. Lying down flat first. And then exhale, preparing. Placing the feet and placing both hands. We're going to lift up 3 times for 5 breaths, coming down onto the top of the head in between for 1 breath. So lifting the hips, coming up to the top of the head. Align the elbows with the shoulders, plug the shoulders in, heart forward. Inhale, lift up. 1, spread the fingers wide. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale. Lower to the top of the head. If you have space, walk the hands in. Take a breath. On your next inhale, lift up. Strong legs and arms. Breathing. 1, 2, 3. Turn your toes inward. 4, and 5. Lower to the top of the head. Walk in if you have space. Inhale, stretching up, keeping the feet parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the chin to the chest. Lower down slowly. Take a few breaths. Now what we'll do, we're going to do the transition. So out of Urdhva Dhanurasana, we're supposed to do a backward roll. So you can always lift up and jump back for your vinyasa if you don't feel ready to do chakrasana. So that's what I'm referring to when I say backward roll. So this is often a pose that sometimes intimidates people, but It doesn't have to be too much of an intimidation factor, because this is something that kids do all the time. They roll back, and sometimes as we get older we forget how to do things such as this. So the important thing with Chakrasana is to look toward the navel, and we're going to bring the hands in that same position as we did in Urdhva Dhanurasana. We're going to press the hands into the floor. We want to look at the navel at the same time. The feet should touch the floor. I'm going to push, and I'm going to bend the knees to help facilitate the rotation. So from here, the first thing, of course, is to get the hips over the shoulders. So I'm going to keep the hands down, pressing the hands down into the floor. My legs are going to be active. And I'm just going to push to get my hips to rise over my shoulders. I want my toes to touch the floor. The hands come above the shoulders. I'm going to look at my navel, right center. I'm going to push and bend my knees to help facilitate that rotation. From here, hands forward, walking forward, coming into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, jumping through. Coming into Paschimottanasana. Now we're going to just enter into Paschimottanasana to create a nice counterbalance. So as we move forward, we'll be doing a transition into Urdhva Dhanurasana Vinyasa into Paschimottanasana. But for today, we're just going to come up and just slowly go into the forward fold. So when we do Paschimottanasana after Urdhva Dhanurasana, don't feel you have to go as deep as possible, as fast as possible, as hard as possible. We have a 10 breath count here, so just settle into the pose slowly, just to allow the spine to go into the opposing direction. And again, it's just a counterbalance for back bending. So from here, you can either take the sides of the feet if you need to take the ankles, or if you can catch the wrist. Just do whatever you can to settle into the pose naturally. So I'm going to just take the sides of the feet. We're going to inhale, take a full breath, and exhale, folding in. That's 1. 2, we're going to go 10 breaths. 3. 4, breathing with sound. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hold. And we'll go ahead and move into our last 3 poses in finishing, either taking cross-legged, half lotus, or full lotus. Remember that you never have to feel that you can force yourself into this pose. Cross-legged is absolutely okay. For Baddha Padmasana, if you're in lotus, the option could be also to reach for the feet, or you can continue to bind the elbows. When the legs are in lotus, it'll be right leg in first, left leg on top, and then I'll bring the left arm around to catch the feet, and the right arm on top. Inhaling, and then exhale for Yoga Mudra. Again, when I'm bound, bringing the forehead or the chin toward the floor. Breathing here for 10 rounds of breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Then we're going to come into this extended position, lifting the chest, stretching through the arms, head back, breathing for 10 rounds of breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, coming up. Extending the arms, coming into Jnana Mudra. Thumb and index finger together. Dropping the chin. Lifting through the pelvic floor and through the lower belly. Gazing at the nose. Breathing 10 rounds of breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, lengthening and deepening the breath. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, lift the chin. And now for Utplutihi, we'll be lifting off the ground, hands down. Inhale, lifting up. If you're unable to do lotus, cross the legs, knees into the chest, thighs touching the torso. 1, lift your chin, gaze at the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep lifting. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly lowering down. Good. So from here, we'll go ahead and take rest. Lying down, just allowing the thighs to naturally roll open, the palms of the hands facing upward, the back body sinking into the floor, the eyes close, and releasing all conscious control of the breath. Okay, so good practice today. We went through some more challenging postures in the primary series practice. Just understand that if we're unable to fully complete the poses, there's a possibility you might find yourself a little bit frustrated. Don't worry about it, just keep going. Remember that through the repetition and through practice, dedication, and consistency, things will start to evolve and change. So, the cells in your body are always turning over. And I always remind students that all the cells of your body turn over 100% completely within 7 years. So, the body is always changing and transforming. So, as you learn how to melt and adapt into these poses, sometimes we just have to give it time and we just have to cultivate patience. So, some attributes will show up physically, but other attributes will show up internally within, our character traits. So, patience is a big part of it. Just understand that the benefits of yoga practice are immediate. But the timeline of when your body decides to be able to release or let go into some of these poses, that's kind of a little bit out of your control. But what you can control is to just show up and, show up to the mat on a regular, consistent basis. So, with that being said, I will see you tomorrow and really looking forward to practicing with all of you.